Hello everybody, this is Adrian for WapCar.my and I'm all about the details. Welcome to Xi'an in China. I'm here at Smart Geely's manufacturing plant to sample this Smart #1. So this is the Smart #1, open for booking in Malaysia. There are 3 variants available, starting from the Pro, the Premium, as well as the Brabus version. This one here is the Premium variant, so the mid-spec. Prices ranges between 200 to 250,000 ringgit. So what you need to know about this Smart #1. So first up, it's based on an all-electric platform, the C platform from the Geely group. And this one here is wearing the 66 kilowatt hour lithium battery pack, which gives about 440 kilometers of range based on the WLTP test cycle. It runs on a single rear-wheel drive motor mounted on the rear, 272 horsepower, 343 newton meters of torque. So it supports up to 22 kilowatts of AC charging. The charging port is located right here. And it supports up to 150 kilowatts of DC fast charging. So 22 kilowatt AC charging is quite a big deal because there are only very limited number of cars that's able to do that in Malaysia. So this one will be the second one. The first one is the Renault Zoe. So yeah, as you can see, this one here is the CCS2 port because this car is actually bound for Malaysia. Personally, I would think that this variant is what people would need and buy. Because it offers the best balance between range, performance, style and all that without compromising in terms of comfort. So the Brabus version, that one is extreme all-wheel drive dual motor setup with 0 to 100 time of 3.9 seconds, courtesy of 543 Newton meters of torque. But that you're getting slightly lower on range in terms of only 400 kilometers. Personally, I like how the Smart #1 is styled. It's designed by Mercedes-Benz. I love the front end, so it does that whole lights up at the front, the lower down grille, and it does a light show in settings in the menu in the infotainment. When you set it up right, it'll do some flashes. It's quite cool. Very cool logo that lights up. Okay. Now, as I sit inside, you are greeted by this large 12.9-inch touchscreen infotainment system. And this one, what I noticed immediately is that it's very sleek, it's very quick to react, and it comes with plenty of personalized functions for you to play with the car. So what my favorite is, I'm going to dive straight in, is the ambient lighting. Check out the number of colors available. 64 colors ambient lighting that lights up the entire dashboard, even in the air vents and all that, so you can have a dual, you can have themes to set it up right. I think this is very cool. Lighting in general, this is, like you can see, you can have the different types of animation for the welcome light. Plenty of customization options for you to play with. Yeah. I love it. This is wonderful. And the different driving modes. So this one, Malaysian spec cars come with 13 speaker Beats audio sound system. As you can see from the A pillar, it's lit up very nicely by the ambient lighting. Wow, so cool. Okay. So you have all the different sound settings and all that. I've played it, tested it out a bit. I think that one thing about the Beats audio is that the bass is very incredibly strong. You get a lot of richness from the tone. In terms of high pitch, that one it's a little bit lacking, but I still think that it's a fantastic audio system, especially at this price point. 13 speakers, you're gonna have a lot of fun, especially when you're into those hardstyle type of music. So yeah, there's plenty of settings going around in the car, but what I love about this cabin is that it's very minimalistic, yet it's still fairly practical. The side door bins, I think it can fit a large size water bottle, but most importantly, the center console here, you get the 3-layer of storage spaces for you to place. And this center armrest here also comes with the ventilated function, so you can keep your drinks nice and cool. There's a wireless charging tray, 2 USB Type A, one's a charging port, the other one is a connector for your infotainment screen. And this one here supports, I believe it supports Apple CarPlay. I have to figure this out. I will type it down on the screen and say whether it supports Apple CarPlay. But yes, so very cool, very spacious, practical.
Driving impressions of the Smart #1 are generally positive in this closed-circuit environment. We had a chance to sample the car over Smart's test track, and off the line, power delivery is linear, and when you lift off, the regenerative braking is well calibrated that it doesn't rock your passengers too much. Over the suspension test for elephant steps, rumble strips, cobble roads, the Smart #1 filters the undulations fairly well. Initial shock is on the stiffer side, not uncomfortable, but it's not a cushiony ride either. However, the upside to this is that you get a planter ride around the bends. Owners can expect an overall pleasant ride, or as most would call it, continental feel.
So besides the Smart #1, Smart has very kindly brought out along their new model, the Smart #3, for us to check out and have a look. So in terms of mechanically, both cars are actually very similar, right? So it runs on the same battery pack, 6.66 kilowatt. Our battery pack comes with the same electric motor mounted on the rear axle, rear wheel drive only, makes the same output as the variants of the Smart #1. The only thing that's different is that the size of this #3 is a little bit larger, and it comes with this kind of like a floating, sloping roofline over to the rear. It's more like an SUV. So this one here is the left-hand drive model. So you can see that the interior design is less playful as the Smart #1. Everything is a little bit more mature. I love the brown color dashboard. I think this is a slightly more mature product compared to the Smart #1. The center air vents there reminds you of Mercedes-Benz. Yes, indeed, because this car is also styled by Mercedes-Benz. Now, in terms of the rear seats, of course, it's going to be a little bit more spacious compared to the Smart #1, but not by much. This one here is still a left-hand drive model, as you can see. Yeah. Same thing, frameless doors. Beautiful looking car. So I've asked Smart Malaysia whether this car is going to be bound for Malaysia. The answer is yes and no, depending on how the Smart #1 does. This one, not so soon, because they are scheduled to launch the #1 first into the Malaysian market, followed by this. I love how the car looks though, especially over to the rear. Beautiful looking thing.